All right. All right, people. What up? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. Shit. That's all I can say. Shit. All I can say. Uh, so, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I ain't even gonna try and bullshit you. I was all set to come on here and give my 2 cents belatedly because some of us have to work over the Coutinho stories. Like, where are these Coutinho to Arsenal stories coming from? And I shit you not, 4 minutes ago, my phone pops up. I love this phone. Mwah. I love this phone. And this story pops up. I'm hoping you can see that picture. Mesut Ozil comes up on my phone. What's going on? So anyone who's anyone knows that Wayne Rooney today completed his player stroke coach transfer from DC United back to Derby. I say back to England. He's now joined Derby in a player coach role. I'm trying not to get too excited. The story is probably bullshit. So obviously that's left a bit of a hole in DC United. He played in a number 10 role. Well, we have a couple of number 10s we need to offload off the books. And apparently, I am going to read this story because people always like to think motherfuckers make these stories up. Right? Let me read this story for you lot. Hold on one sec. Apparently, Mesut Ozil is to hold talks with DC United. Boner, calm down. Calm down, big fella. Calm down. Arsenal playmaker Mesut Ozil is set to hold talks with Major League Soccer outfit DC United through an intermediary ahead of the potential move to the United States. Yada, yada, yada. Falling out favor in North London. Yada, yada, yada. The MLS side are on the hunt for a new marquee player following Wayne Rooney's move to Derby County, and it's understood that Mesut Ozil is just one name that DC United are considering in the summer. They were originally going to settle for Balotelli. Goff now claims that Mesut Ozil will hold talks with DC United next week. Please. Oh, man. And I'll be honest with you, I could so see him moving there. Now, I know, but without even looking in the chat room, you probably have a good 50 to 60 guys that are saying this bullshit, that Mesut Ozil played well in the preseason. There's no way he'll make the move, yada, 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 yada. Let's take all bias out of this Mesut Ozil thing for 1 second and just try and step into the mind of Mesut Ozil. If you are going to step away from Arsenal, right, maybe in your mind you would have liked to have gone to Fenerbahce, but Fenerbahce can't afford you, right? You probably don't really have another top club move left in you, judging by the fact that twice Mesut Ozil's been up for grabs. Let's be real here. In the summer, I would suggest he was up for grabs. And certainly a year and a half ago when his contract was up, he was up for grabs and no one was interested in him. I think he and his team are smart enough to say, you know what? I'm getting older. I could do with another payday. Maybe the Arsenal fans are a little bit sick of me, or at least a lot of them. Moving to America, I can make that move work. I could build that whole league on my shoulders. You know, it's something that I feel like would suit me. If you're Mesut Ozil, I could see the temptation in that. You go to America, you're sick of the England weather, you're sick of the England league, you might fancy such a move. And it would be, like Emily says in the chat, another really good payday. Speaking of which, Emily, why are you not a mod? Let me sort that out in a second. I could see this happening. I could. Now, I admit it. It could just be wishful thinking on my part. This is probably less likely to actually happen. But Mesut Ozil. Now, just so people always like to know what the sources of where you get this story from. So this was broken by Stephen Goff, who's on Twitter. He often breaks a lot of news. In fact, I think he was one of the first ones to break the Rooney to MLS in the first place. So he does have a habit of breaking reliable news. And it would explain these sudden stories about the Coutinho deal a little bit more. I don't think we need a number 10, even if Mesut Ozil leaves. Don't get it twisted. But it then begins to at least make a little more sense if Mesut Ozil was to suddenly leave next week. And for those people who will say next week, keep in mind the transfer window only closes for England on Thursday. It most certainly doesn't close for everyone else on Thursday. So this is a deal that could happen. And you would like to think, I mean, my gosh, it was only a few hours ago that we were led to believe that Arsenal were on the verge of confirming Coutinho, which to me just seems nuts, given the fact that there's at least 2 number 10s that we can do with getting rid of. Yes, I admit it, I'm not a huge fan of Coutinho, but I'd have him every single day over the week over Mesut Ozil or Henrik Mkhitaryan, let me tell you. So yeah, this is a story that seems to have come from nowhere. And let's just see what happens. Listen, people will poo-poo this all day long, but people also poo-pooed the Pepe story when it started to pick up some steam. I'm not going to say anything is impossible, but to me, in a lot of ways, this will be better than getting a defender, offloading someone who, quite frankly, is costing us a fortune every single week. So I'm happy with it. I think Mesut Ozil's stay with Arsenal will always be seen, at least in my opinion, to be a disappointing one, one that we expected so much from such a great player. And that's why I hope that the Pepe deal isn't soured with the fact that we haven't bought a defender. I did compare the Pepe deal to a Mesut Ozil deal, in that I remember when we got Mesut Ozil, the one thing we badly needed was a striker, and we ended up with Mesut Ozil. But everyone kind of shrugged their shoulders and was like, all right, cool. You know, we've got a world-class player, or what we thought was a world-class player back then. And then it's starting to unravel a little bit. And we never did really address the top striker issue until we got Lacazette in. I don't want us to be in that position again. I want us to get a defender alongside the Pepe deal, so the Pepe signing looks even better. That not only did we address all the issues that we needed to, but we also got Pepe alongside that. This Coutinho story, I appreciate the person that did break it was the person who broke the Neymar was being unsettled and wanted to leave PSG, and I get it, but no, thank you. I just don't. I'm not a huge fan of Coutinho. I'll admit it. Even when he was at Liverpool, I was never a huge fan of it. You've asked my Liverpool friends. I was never completely sold on Coutinho. But make no mistake, if we get Coutinho and that means Mesut Ozil bounces, bring on Phil, bruv. Bring Big Phil over. Bring Big Phil over. That's my 2 cents on that one. You guys, by the way, there's 119 people, only 30 likes. Work one for you. Work one for you. You guys know I'm only going to stay until 9, There ain't going to be no overtime in this one. There ain't going to be any overtime whatsoever. This is just going to be straight up news, and I'm going hard. So please, please, please do crush that like button. Mods, at least show these people the way. Show them how to do it. Crush that like button for me. Let's see if we can get through 100 likes on this stream while I'm live with you guys right now. So apparently Coutinho is set to join. We'll see what happens. Another story that Arsenal fans that was trending a short while ago was Emil Smith Rowe. So Emil Smith Rowe, I think most people understand and know that Emre highly rates Emil Smith Rowe. There is a concern though. We obviously need a defender, and the latest defender that we seem to be settled on is Dayot Upamecano from RB Leipzig. And RB Leipzig, supposedly, there are rumors now that Arsenal have gone in for a bid. I think there's confusion generally. There are a lot of conflicting stories. There's some stories that Arsenal have just inquired. There are other stories that Arsenal have actually bid, and I think the story is somewhere in the middle. What Arsenal have probably done is said, all right, realistically, what do you want for Upamecano? We recognize he's a key player of yours, but we need him. What do you want for him? We've got a lot of players that we can give you for him. And RB Leipzig has probably gone back and said, well, listen, he's a key player of ours. We don't want to let him go. But if we let him go, then we want Emil Smith Rowe back in return. Arsenal value Emil Smith Rowe at 25 million. As crazy as that may sound, a 17-year-old that's not played a lot of games for his club, but it just shows you how highly they rate him. Now, Arsenal fans are split down the middle with this. Where do I lie? If you follow me on Twitter, I'm sure you already know the answer to this by now. My viewpoint is this. I like Emil Smith Rowe. I think out of all of our youngsters, yes, I include Joe Willock in this. Yes, I include Eddie in this. Yes, I include Saka in this, and you guys know I love Saka. But for me, out of all of our youngsters, he's got the highest ceiling. I think there is so much potential in this kid. And I think it would be a huge error of judgment. And I know we need a defender. And you guys know I like Upamecano. I was banging on about him yesterday. Right? Don't get it twisted. I get it. I like him myself. I just don't like the idea of selling him, like selling the one of the few players we actually want to keep to get a defender. Yes, a hell of a defender, but I'm not convinced that's the right way about it. I've got into a few debates with a few Arsenal fans. Actually, for once, for Twitter, it's actually quite respectful debates. People are 50-50 on this one. I want to know what you guys think about this. There are a lot of people who believe that we should do it, inserting some sort of buyback clause onto Emil Smith Rowe's contract. There are other people that believe that rather than let him go on permanent, let him go on a loan, which I'd be happy to do that. For me, I think this is your prime candidate to take over from someone like Ceballos when he goes back to Real Madrid. So I think to let him go now, I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't. But there are other Arsenal fans that believe our need for a defender is so great that quite honestly, they would take the risk and they would make this deal. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments, in the chat. I will come and check it out. If you're watching this in the playback, leave the comments below. You guys know I'll respond. In fact, let's go into the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. 184 people, 57 likes. Come on, guys. I know you lot are better than this. I know you guys are better than this. Please do crush that like button. If you're listening to me for the first time, hit the subscribe button. I am going to be doing a show with Mr. Gunner tomorrow. Even my mates are actually legitimately, my mates are texting me, asking me when my show with Lee is tomorrow. So clearly people are very excited by that. I guess it's been a while since me and Lee have actually hooked up and done a show. Me and Lee are looking into some streaming platforms because if you know, YouTube has changed. Everyone on YouTube is trying to adapt to that change. So me and Lee, as we speak, really are in constant dialogue about how we go about doing tomorrow's show. So stay tuned to that. We're looking into that. But as things stand, we are going to go ahead at 8 o'clock for our season preview tomorrow. All right, let's go into the chat. All right, mate. All right, Ryan, hope you're good. Rich Franklin, no way. Logic says it probably won't happen. But then Logic also said Pepe wouldn't join Arsenal. So maybe anything can happen. VP, evening, brother. I hope you're good. You're lying. Ozil's leaving. Listen, I'm not saying he's leaving. I'm just saying there's a story out there. This is what's out there. What do you guys think? Good evening, Daniel. I hope you're good. Diablo to Spurs, £78 million. To be honest with you, I always felt he would go there. More than anything for the manager. Listen, I know we like to laugh at Spurs and this, that, and the other, but I think they're more of a draw to someone like Diablo than United would be. Diablo probably thinking, who's this as the manager? Like, I know what he was as a player, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager? Really? United, who are also not in the Champions League, he'd probably be thinking, nah. Plus, London is more of a draw than Manchester. I'm sorry to anyone in Manchester. This is just real talk. So I'm not surprised. I'm not. It'd be interesting to see if Diablo actually does anything in the Premier League. I think he's a very good player, but I've always had my doubts as to whether he'd be good here. DC United in January. Coutinho offered to Arsenal. Apparently, Coutinho was offered to Tottenham as well. I think it's all but fair to point that little thing out as well. Spurs are desperate for signings at the moment. I actually think they're more likely to pay 30 million loan fee than we are. No, I don't want Diablo at Spurs. No. Diablo. Why do I keep calling them that? Dybala. Look, probably sat there thinking, who the fuck is Diablo? Chick, this window has been a wet dream. If he goes, MJ. But I'm with you. I'm not going to lie. If he goes to DC United, bro, DC United. First of all, I'm supporting DC as my little second American team. Let me put it that way. Just for being heroes. Oh, shit. Yes, Guna Eagle Eye, you're one laid-back geezer. Thank you, brother. I'm going to assume that's a compliment. Thank you. Raul deserves a fuck off until we get a centre back and a left back. Don Juan being the heel that we all know he is. Ceballos, Iwobi, Willock are better number 10s than Ozil. All I'm going to say is Iwobi put up better numbers. That's all I'm going to say. MLA, my prayer's been answered. Oh, hopefully, my dear. Hopefully. Oh, man. Jake says never. It's not happening. He can't see it happening. I can understand that. Ozil's a lazy player. He's free to leave. Regani equals Mustafi 2.0. Pixel, you keep saying that. What is the evidence that Regani is that bad? So I assume you're more of a fan of Apicano then, based on what you're saying. We can't get Pepe and Ozil. We can't get Pepe and Ozil out of the same window, surely to God. I could understand that comment, Jake. I could understand that comment. Another payday. Paul Ozil's one lazy prick. Got it dead right with his dummy celebration. Yes, please, Ozil says shit from Farouk. Welcome, my brother. DJ Fury in the house. Yeah, we all hope it's true, man. We all hope it's true. Is Ozil a free transfer, though? I'd happily let him go. I ain't going to lie to you. If that's the stumbling block, let him go on a free transfer. Because I think ultimately it'd be worth more to Arsenal, even if it was on a free, to have the wages free off the books every single year than to get a little 10, 15 million here and there. Which, let's be honest, it can't be worth more than that. Let's be honest, it can't be worth much more than that. You saw how dead his season was last year. Can't be worth more than that. Rich Franklin, get him out. Don't wake me up. I'm loving this dream. Get him out for free. Evans in the house. Welcome, my brother. Saves us a constant disappointment. Everybody, please smash the like. Yes, please. 188 people, 74 likes. Come on. I know you guys hate me bitching. The way you stop me bitching is by getting to 100. And there's 189 people watching. That's where I stopped bitching. Went from Apicano to Coutinho to Regani in 2 hours. I know, but Mike Howard, let's be real here. We've got 48 hours. 48 hours, less than, when you think about it, less than 48 hours to start closing some shit out, right? The one good thing that we should concentrate on actually is buying players, because selling players, we've got a little more time to get rid of some players, because the window for the European competitions don't close until, I think it's the end of August. So we've got time when it comes to selling deadwood. I am more concerned with buying the people we need to in order to complete this squad. And I'm not fussed about Coutinho, but if we can get Ozil out of the door, buy a centre-back, buy a left-back, and it's very unlikely at this stage, and I know it'd be greedy at this stage, buy a right-back maybe, I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy enough if we don't get a right-back, but find some kind of solution for left-back and centre-back. That's what I want. I know it's greedy, but that's what I want. Yangoon and Chig, why do you think we are being so salty about the Tierney price tag? I think it comes down to the fact that they may be reluctant to pay money for an injured player, to be perfectly real. I think this should have been done if Tierney was fit. If you want me to be honest with you. I said it from day dot. I feel like if this deal gets done, I think I said it like 4 weeks ago. If this deal gets done, it will be a deadline day deal. We're 48 hours away from now. My worry with this is unless I start to see some kind of progress by tomorrow, I'm actually going to start to worry it's not going to be done at all. But I've always said that I feel like if this deal gets done, that it's gonna take a brave bid from Arsenal to say, all right, in spite of his injury, we'll take the risk. Let's have him. And to be honest, I'd have him even on that basis. I'd take the deal. I'd take the stab, because why not at this stage? Why not at this stage? In fact, speaking of Tierney, I've just decided to just search a story on him while I was talking to you guys. And his whole reaction to the speculation is he's trying to keep himself to himself, working hard, trying to get himself fit as best as he possibly can. All Celtic players are unsurprisingly hoping that Tierney remains at Celtic Park. But yeah, he's just trying to work hard to get fit. But I think Arsenal just need to reveal their hand now. Now is the time to say, okay, I'm all in. Let's do this. Or find another target, because we can't afford to be messing around. Find another target if necessary. But we need a left back, and that's my concern. I'm not too concerned with buying an injured Tierney because we've got 2 left backs at the moment. Yes, one of those left backs is older than the grains of sand in oh damn it, I was going to go for a pun and I completely failed. But yeah, yes, of course, one of our left backs is old and the other one doesn't know what he wants to be because he's not creative enough to be an attacking midfielder and he's not good enough to be a left back. But they will suffice until my man gets fit. So I would take the risk. Whether Arsenal would take the risk is another question. But oh man, between this Ozil deal and this Apicano news in the last 24 hours, I am very excited what's going to happen in the next 48 hours. And the best place to keep it locked is Guna Eagle Eye. You know the reason why is I've taken the day off, especially on Thursday, to be running shows, plural. And I'll be hitting you up. I might even take a stroll to the Emirates. Rago. You know why? Why not? Why not? I'm just going to be bringing you plenty of shows. And then where I don't, I'm sure my boy Lee will. So between both of us, we'll definitely have you guys covered. That's for damn sure. All right. Let's keep scrolling down the stream. Anyone see a video of Kosh stripping? Oh, Rich Franklin reminded me. And that's why Rich Franklin is a legend out here. I saw that freaking video of Koscielny. I told you guys yesterday. If you want me to have my final rant on him, good. Yes, Koscielny left the club today for £4.6 million. Good riddance. Good riddance to bad rubbish. And you guys know, for me, I always rated Koscielny a 7 at best. You know, I don't buy or subscribe into this idea that he was one of our best centre-backs ever. No. He doesn't even enter the mind of the conversation of that. You know, all Koscielny ever was good at doing at his very best was he was a good enough reactor. Reading of the game, he certainly wasn't good at that. More often would give penalties away. Never really forgave him for his performance against Birmingham in that damn Carling Cup final. I ain't gonna lie to you, I stayed salty for a while after that. And just when I thought to myself, all right, because he started to earn my respect back through his performances last season. Because last season I thought he performed very well. I really did. I thought he performed very well. And then this season, this close season, we ask him to go to America. We're not asking him to go to the end of the world. Go to America, innit? And at least build up your fitness. This dickhead turns around and says no. After 9 years service. 9 years service. After us making him famous and making him into the player that he supposedly is. Only for him to be like, nah, dickhead. You should have been fired there and then. But yeah, I get what people were saying. Yeah, but if you fire him, you give him what he wants. I ain't gonna lie. I was so annoyed at that whole story. And then, just when I thought I couldn't be any more annoyed, I saw his freaking unveiling when he was wearing the Arsenal top. He takes the Arsenal top off, throws it away like a piece of garbage, and he's wearing the fucking Bordeaux top. Dickhead. Disloyal dickhead. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable behavior. But unsurprising behavior. Unsurprising behavior. Just completely classless. And I'm sure he will feel he has an excuse. And I guarantee in the next 2 to 3 days, you start to see a Laura Koscielny interview and talking about how, because I'm not seeing one kind words about Arsenal or his time he spent here or anything. So in the next 2 to 3 days, you're going to start to see some shit. I don't give a damn what he says, or what mitigating circumstances there are behind him wanting to leave. Fuck him. His legacy is done. to me. Fuck him. Sorry, I'm probably going to get myself fucking unmonetized now. But you know what? It was worth it just to say fuck him so many more times. Yes, and like Evan says, the legend, please continue to drive up that like button. I am 9 away from 100. It'll mean a lot to me if you can get me through there while we're sat there. 207 people watching. Awesome people watching. Thank you so much for watching. I hope my swearing isn't overdoing it. I see Lee in the chat. Big up Lee, bruh. Big up to Lee Gunner. I hope you guys go and absolutely rampage his chat room. Afterwards, he will have a stream ready to talk about the same story at night. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm going there because I want to see what he has to say about Mesut Ozil being linked with a move to DC United myself. So make sure you make it over there. Evan, VP. Nexy one, suck my balls. Who's Nexy one? Ah, there you go. I was wondering, who did you block, bro? Yeah, cool, yeah. Cool. Evening, Lee. Okay, Lee's getting a lot of love in the chat. Let me scroll past this. Lee, did you know even my mates are asking me when our show is tomorrow, bro? Mesut causes the epitome of the whole Wenger era. Pussy old weak down, cries because the kids bully him. Exactly, dickhead. Oh man, what an idiot. Could Chig be clear, please? No, I'm not a fan of Kashon even before this happened. But he at least started to earn my respect a little bit. And then just this summer, and then seeing that fucking unveiling, I just wanted to drop kick him in the face. Like, what are you doing? That's some more respect. All right, guys. I'm literally going to be here for another, call it 15 more minutes, and I'm out. 15 more minutes, and I'm out. Chig so furious. How about Drew back in cos? Well, fuck Drew as well. Fuck him as well. Fuck Drew. I'm certainly not one of those idiots that chant Drew's name because when he's playing for Chelsea. I'm not that guy. Drive up the likes. Thank you, brother. 103 likes. Thank you, guys. You guys have been awesome. I know you could do even better, but I won't bang on about it. But thank you so much. If you're watching this on a playback, keep driving those likes through the roof, guys. You were amazing with the likes yesterday. I reckon you can even beat that today. Do you think we'll get a centre-back, Chig? My mind keeps changing on this. I hope that we've not settled on Apicano without a backup plan. That's my only slight worry. That's the only slight worry I have. But yeah, possibly. I think so. Hopefully. Fuck it, there's a lot of Lee Gunner haters out here, bruv. No, I know that if Lee Gunner is blocking people, then I know it's another hater of his. Shit. It makes sense for Xhaka to be the next captain. May as well carry on with the legacy of the armband from disgrace to disgrace. No, thank you. This is the same dickhead that's already come out and said, oh, he's ambitious and he wants to move to a bigger club. He only then realized that a bigger club didn't actually want his punk ass. So then all of a sudden he started saying, oh, well, I don't want to move to Arsenal. motherfucker, that was different from what you were saying 3-4 months ago. That's why I don't want him to be captain. Forget the fact for a second that he's not actually good enough. This fool was talking shit 3 months ago, trying to test the waters, and he only because his agent went back to him and said, yeah, no one of real note wants him. That's when he started to settle the fuck down. Because we're the only people who are dumb enough to pay 34 million for him. Cost kicking the ball into his face versus Atletico Madrid and Griezmann's L dance sums up Koscielny's career. Straight up. Chig, I'm hating this 2-year Regani loan links. We're going to buy him for 36 million in 2 years. Mustafi 2.0. All right, so you're the second person that's been banging on this Mustafi 2.0. What do you hate about him? What is Mustafi like about him? Excuse me. Because you best believe if we actually get him and he turns out to be a good player, I am coming for these people that are saying Mustafi 2.0. And I know the two people that have said it so far. I got love for the two people that said it so far. But fuck it. I'm on their ass. Because people need to be held accountable for their boss. Leash, you should have asked Claude why he said after the Newcastle game that our squad was good enough to challenge for the title. Who would you want to be the captain for Arsenal, chick? Lacazette, Gunnar Carl. It's been a while since I've seen you about, bruv. Gunnar Carl is a vet to the channel. It's been a while since I've seen you around. You're more than welcome. Thank you. But yes, Lacazette. My first donation. Gosh, damn. Thank you, Rabadan. I already know it's you without even looking at your name. Donations have been slow to come by today. Don't get it twisted. Not that you guys have to. I'm just saying. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm having a shit show. Lacazette for captain. Chig, reports are saying that we've agreed to sign with Ghani. Are you happy? I'm personally happy, Khaled. If that's true, I like him. I think it will take him a while to get up to pace because he's not played a lot of football in the last 3 years. So don't be surprised if you start to see his dumb mistakes. But this regarding this Mustafi 2.0 shit is bullshit, in my opinion. I respect the people he's coming from. Everyone is allowed their own opinion. I think it's bullshit. Do I think he's as good as Apacano? But do I think he's better than anything we have in defense at the moment? Fuck yes. Bring him in. Surely he's got to add something. I'd have him and Socrates in defense until Holding's up to scratch. More than happy. All right, guys. 10 more minutes and I'm out of here. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. I will do, brother. I'm going before. I'm ending the show about 10 minutes before your show, fam. Mustafi spins more than a 900 call count. Yak, how do you know? That's the real question. Rabadan, I didn't even see your donation message. Oh, okay. Let me read that. Hello, Chig. You do realize that building an attack first, defense afterwards is a clock way of doing things. I'm just saying. Rabadan, I said it from day one that Arsenal, by buying Pepe, have clearly decided we are going with the Liverpool model here of building from attack down. And I'm all right with that. But with the proviso that we bring in at least one freaking defender this summer. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because I think the Liverpool way, although having said that, I think Arsenal in an ideal world want to build something that's somewhere in between the Liverpool way of doing things and the Leicester way of doing things. I didn't even realize that Leicester's last 5 players that they've sold, they made a ridiculous amount of profit on. They bought like Mahrez for like 400,000, which is Lee's. Ask Lee about Mahrez. See how long it goes on for. I am fairly certain Lee would rather Mahrez than Pepe. But they bought Mahrez for like 400,000 and sold him for like 59 million, was it, in the end? They bought Harry Maguire for 17 million, which is a big outlay for them. They normally spend quite cheaply. And they sold him for like 83 million. These motherfuckers don't run when it comes to selling. They are about that life when it comes to selling. They know how to do it, but make sure it works for them in the best possible way. Fair play to them. Now they're being linked with James Tukwowski, or Trakowski. Me personally, I'm surprised they're not going for Lewis Dunk. I'm surprised we ain't going for Lewis Dunk, but don't get me started. Same, Gunakar. Same, I would go for Lacazette as captain. Chick. 100. Chig, I will hunt you until you drop the suffering block. Oh, shit. I've been so slack with the chopping block. It's coming. It's coming. I know what I want to do with it, but I ain't going to lie to you. Work is a lot at the moment. No excuses. I should have been on this thing. This is a lot of the reason why I'm taking Thursday to get on this thing. Thursday, I'll tell you what, Evan, Thursday, live, chopping block is coming. And it ain't too late because it's Thursday, because we can still sell people right to the end of August. So a big chopping block special is coming on Thursday. I just made that decision. I'm going to be dropping loads of videos on Thursday. So that might as well be one of them. Chick, give me 5-minute heads up, bro. I'd rather watch you than League on a stream and videos than Sky Sports News. Well, first I'm going to say thank you, Gary. But League on a stream is good. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's my boy right there. Videos. Roger, I'd rather watch you. Oh, sorry, I misread that. I just assumed you were hating. Sorry. I'd rather watch you and Lee Gunner stream and videos than Sky Sports News Gash. Sorry, Lee, he didn't insult you. Thank you, brother, and I'm sure Lee will be also similarly grateful. Thank you. Is this true, Joseph? I don't know. That's the honest truth. I'm only reporting on the rumors that I pick up. And this is a rumor that I picked up, that supposedly DC United are interested in talking to Mesut Ozil as a replacement for Wayne Rooney. Please, oh please, oh please make this happen. That's all I can say. Until 9, chick, come on. I'll break the difference. I'll break it off at 5-2. So 5 minutes overtime. Where's my overtime fund, VP at? Where's that at? I'll start when you end. All right, brother. My notifications are mad, so don't be upset if I don't see them. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem, fam. Iffy. Ola, Chig, and Lee in the next podcast. Oh, yeah. Ola as well. Hold that thought, Iffy. Need to speak to Ola, but hold that thought. Sorry, I can't spell his name. Apamacano. DJ, when he becomes our player, you better learn how to spell his name, bro. Chig Regani is slow and gets physically bullied. I read the Juve page. That's not promising. I think if he was that bad, he would have left a long time ago. If he was Mustafi bad, he would have left a long time ago. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. But then again, there could be a counter argument to that. If he was that good, then he should have left a long time ago. So I guess there are two ways of looking at that. Ozil for 25 million would make sense. Ozil for free would make sense. I'm telling you now, I'd be surprised if Arsenal even look for a fee from DC United, because you gain so much by having that off the books. You don't even need anything. I'd be surprised if it's even a thing. Come on, no username. Listen, people who keep calling Lee a flip-flop, people are allowed to change their mind when you have more information, you know. You know, if I like Skittles and then I gain more information about Skittles and decide to not like Skittles, it's not being a flip-flop. It just means I've gained more information and I changed my mind. You know, mind you, I don't agree with Lee all the time, particularly about the owner. But I completely allow him to have his own opinion, like I'd allow anyone around me to have their own opinion. It'd be weird if we always agree on everything. That'd be a weird place. And deep down, you motherfuckers don't want that. You guys come to me because I can almost guarantee you don't watch me because you agree with everything I say. I'd be shocked if that's the case. I'd like to think that you watch me and even Lee because we give you a different perspective over something you may already be thinking about. Or you may think to yourself, well, I think this. Well, I wonder what Lee thinks about this. Or, oh, Chig really rates this guy. I wonder what he thinks about this. And I like to think that's what we do for you. Yeah, we need to make sure that Tierney is not injury prone. Where's all these links coming from? Are they legit? Steve-O, honestly, mate, I could not tell you. I assume that there's some sort of... See, for me, the Coutinho stories make sense if this is true. That's where the Coutinho stories make sense. If this Ozil to DC story is true, that's where this makes sense to me. Am I doing a watch along on Sunday? Yeah, me and Leah are working on that. Brandon, just to give you a little background, YouTube, for some unknown reason, have got rid of Hangouts. It's turned into a bit of a headache for all YouTubers, particularly YouTubers that have guests. So me and Leah are just trying to find a solution to that at the moment. We're on the verge of a couple of different solutions. And that's a lot of the reason I need to go off this now, because I want to run a couple of testers while I listen to Lee's stream. So I'm going to do a couple of testing streams and see what works and what doesn't, because me and Lee are going to do a season preview tomorrow. And ideally, I need something that works on this channel. So I'm going to look at a few options and then go from there. So yes, one way or another, me and Lee will be on his channel doing a watch along. He'll be on my channel tomorrow doing a season preview. So you'll get your me and Lee fill this week. Solo, fuck the haters. The haters inspire me. You're the one person I truly believe that sentence with, bro. I must admit, they truly drive you. Chip Coutinho's agent Kia is throwing reports around, playing with the media. He's notorious with it and does it all the time. Oh, I can definitely agree with that, Mike, for sure. Chip, can you play centre back? Oh no, not these days. Maybe 10 stone ago. 10 stone ago, 5 years ago, absolutely. Not these days. Let me lose that 10 stone. Smoke weed though, not gonna lie. Even cigarettes are trash. Smoke weed though, not gonna lie. Lumber Cam, you're exposing yourself on this thing, bro. DJ Crane. I'm guessing that's meant to speak you and Lee Gunner. Is the man. Both are spot on with everything you say. Thank you, my mate. Thank you, brother. Chig, I have to update you. 16 days without a cigarette. Congratulations, Mr. Kennedy. Genuinely, congratulations. I've seen people quit before and they struggle. So well done to you, genuinely. How many were you smoking a day before? Chig, what team would you pick against Newcastle game on Sunday? Gideon Carl, come on, bruh. You are a long-time veteran. You should know that my preview will come on Friday and will confirm that. Come on now. There are no excuses. You should definitely know that. Will there be a beer on a watch along? Of course, they've got to be. It's Arsenal. We've got to have some type of alcoholic consumption. Gosh, I just had a thought process. Why am I ignoring YouTube? Please read my comments. Use StreamYard, chick. Really easy and simple. Okay, I'm not ignoring you, football fan. Right, there's like 218 people. Occasionally, I'm going to miss a message. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Stream set up, chick. I'll go live when you're done. All right, bro. I'm literally going in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I'm out of here. So there's your 5-minute heads up for that. So all of you guys, once I'm done, please do head to Lee's channel. Just tell him, just remind him I sent you, but make sure you do, before you go, you know the routine. You know what I'm going to say, because I've got to say it because I'm a YouTuber and I kind of have to do it. Please stick a like on this video. Please hit the subscribe button if this is your first time. You won't regret it, particularly this week. This week is too big of a week for me to be fucking around with you guys, bringing you so much. I am literally taking a day off just so I can do this show. I shit you not. There is no other reason I'm taking. Why would I take a random Thursday off? There is no other reason other than to do this show with you guys. So make sure you do join me. Thank you so much, J-Rob. Bless you. I can't do another 10 minutes though. But thank you for my donation. Thank you, brother. But bless you. Technically I did. I wanted to go at 1:45. So me going at 5:45 means I've done another 10 minutes. So, but thank you for my belated overtime fund. Let's call it that. Yeah. Chig, did I miss yours? Straight up, VP, I did not see it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm scrolling up viciously now. Oh, okay. OT, choppy fun. Oh my gosh, and I missed J Rob's earlier donation. All right, apologies to you guys. Sincerest, I don't know how I missed those donations. I'm looking straight at the chat as well. Sorry, guys. Appreciate it. But no, I'm not going to do any more than I need to. I'm literally going to get going now. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Please do go check Lee out. He'll be talking about this. Listen, even I'm curious to see what he has to say about his Mesut Ozil story. So do go check out his channel. And I'll be back tomorrow with my season preview with Mr. Gunner and very possibly Ola. I need to speak to Ola. So yes, do keep an eye out on that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. Take care.